Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Now, after the non-renewal of his contract as head coach of the West Indies women's team, Jamaican Courtney Walsh says he would have preferred better timing with the decision from Cricket West Indies. Walsh, who was speaking on the Mason and Guest show in Barbados, was removed from his post along with assistant coaches Robert Samuels and Corey Collymore in what Cricket West Indies said was a decision taken after a review of the women's team. The Windies women were eliminated at the Super 8 stage at this year's T20 World Cup, but before that lost 16 consecutive T20 internationals. Before that, Walsh oversaw home and away series wins against Pakistan and secured a semi-final spot at last year's ICC Women's 50-over World Cup.
Yes, I was surprised at the time when I was told, but I mean, it's a job. I was employed until the end of the month, and I was told that the contract won't be renewed. So the timing, I was a little bit surprised at that. I would have much preferred to have heard earlier, but then that's not my call. But that's how it is.
Now, Jamaica's under-20 women's footballers will have less than 24 hours to prepare for their CONCACAF Championship opening game, as the team will leave for Nicaragua on Thursday, a day later than scheduled. The 20-member squad is set to face Anguilla on Friday evening and will depart the island on a chartered flight for the Central American country, and General Secretary Dennis Chung pointed to the reasons for the change.
So we were trying to get flights, but the flights were full. We actually contacted Copa, who has helped us in the past with getting a bigger aircraft, and they said that they had their biggest aircrafts on the routes already, so they would not be able to upgrade the aircraft, or they would have. We had a few flights that we were looking at that were available. The option was that they could send a smaller charter aircraft that would cost less, and then we send some of them on the flights that were available. But when we did the math, it wouldn't add up, because what we'd pay for the charter plus the additional flights would actually be more.
Now, the Jamaicans are drawn in Group E alongside Honduras, Bermuda and French Guiana. They must top the group to play in the final round with seeded teams Mexico and the United States. The first leg quarterfinals of the inaugural JFF Link Cup knockout competition kick off today with a doubleheader at the Anthony Spaulding Sports Complex. In the first match at 4 p.m, Tivoli Gardens, who are struggling in the Premier League and languishing in 12th without a win in 10 matches, opposed Dunbeholden. The West Kingston-based team got the better of Falkland in the last round, while Dunbeholden, who were 4-0 winners over Montego Bay United on Sunday in the Premier League, defeated Tier 2 campaigners Treasure Beach in the last round. Meanwhile, at 7, informed team Portmore United, with 4 wins in their last 5 matches, opposed Malines United, who have 3 wins in their last 5 matches. The teams met earlier this season in the Premier League, and the clash ended in a 1-1 draw.
I think we have a very good chance. I think we are a team that a lot of teams fear now, and I think we have a shot at it just as any other team.
Struggling English Premier League team Chelsea journeyed to Spain for their UEFA Champions League quarter-final clash with defending champions Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu at 2 p.m. And that's it for your Midday Sports Report. Shamela, it's back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pula, and join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.